Meeting of the Amherst Township Trustees called to order. Please stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Abraham?
Here.
Lynch?
Here.
Urick?
Yes.
And Kish is present.
Chris, since we got another public hearing with the NOPEC gas opt-in program coming up, can we just have a motion to accept the April 22nd, 2025 meeting minutes as presented?
So move.
I'll second.
Urick?
Yes.
Lynch?
Yes.
That is 5-2, gentlemen.
You're calling
Oh,
Den?
and Denny, sorry, Abraham.
That's all right. Denny, I approve.
Thank you, sir.
All right, and we're going to recess the regular meeting so that we can go into the NOPEC gas opt-in public hearing number 2. Amherst Township currently participates in NOPEC gas opt-out program. The gas program plan of operation and governance being considered today will add an opt-in provision. The gas opt-in provision provides an additional layer to the program, which would enable people who are newly eligible to enroll in the program with a shorter wait time of about 1 to 2 billing cycles, so that they don't have to wait months or even years to return to NOPEC in the event that they left the aggregation and wish to come back. This will be the second of 2 public hearings required on the plan of operation of governance for NOPEC opt-in natural gas aggregation program pursuant to section 4929.27 Division B of the Ohio Revised Code. NOPEC Relationship Manager Kyla Presto will provide an overview of the purpose of NOPEC and the change to the plan of operation and governance for a gas opt-in program being considered by the Board of Township Trustees. Following Kyla's program overview, this public hearing shall provide an opportunity for any interested person to be heard. If you wish to comment, step up to the microphone, state your name and address and what your concern is. At the conclusion of this second public hearing, the Board of Trustees will return to their regular meeting for consideration and action on the change to the plan of operation and governance for a gas opt-in program. With that, I'll turn it over to you, Kyla.
Thank you. Kyla Presto of NOPEC. NOPEC is located at 31360 Solon Road in Solon. NOPEC is a gas and electric aggregation. We are a council of governments with over 240 member communities for which we aggregate. As part of the program here in your township, you have a plan of operation and governance that was adopted when the township became a member of NOPEC. In this plan of operation and governance, it's an opt-out program, meaning that if you wish to opt out of the aggregation, you can do so at any time. But there's not currently any language in the plan of operation and governance that makes it easy to opt back in for the gas portion of the aggregation. This is not the case with electric. You can go in and out pretty seamlessly within 1 to 2 billing cycles. The purpose of the opt-in provision is to provide that same flexibility on the gas end of the aggregation program, where if you opt out and you choose to later come back, you can do so within 1 to 2 billing cycles, so long as you are aggregation eligible, meaning, for example, you're not already in a supply contract with another supplier. The NOPEC aggregation program, as part of the aggregation program, we send our enrollment letters every 2 years for gas and every 3 years for electric, with this month, May 2025, being the NOPEC gas enrollment anniversary period. If someone were to opt out at this time, they may have to wait up to 2 years to come back to the gas aggregation program without this revision. By adding that opt-in revision, it makes it seamless so that you can come back within 1 to 2 billing cycles. That is the purpose.
Okay. Thanks, Kyla. Is there anyone here that has any questions? I think whoever we had was at the first hearing. Trustees have any comment? All right. Well, thanks, Kyla.
Thank you.
Okay, well, with that, we're going to return to the regular meeting.
No comment from the public?
I already asked
Oh,
that.
you did? Okay.
You were writing, David.
Oh, I might have been writing.
Okay, Chris has presented the financials here with the payment listing and the revenue and expenditures. Are there any questions here?
I believe it came up, we've got a duplicate on that one. I believe warrant 13491. That's correct, Chris?
Yes,
Okay.
it has been written.
Okay, so what we want to do is pay the bills, accept the financial reports with reservations, accept the financial reports and pay the bills with reservations, with the exception of warrant number 13491.
Are you making that motion then, David?
Yeah, if we're ready, I will.
I'll second.
Euring,
Yes.
Lynch,
Yes.
Abraham,
Yes.
I'm sorry, Chris, what was it?
that's 5-3. And I'd also like to ask if, I just found out, just before the meeting started, that there was a invoice put in my box that I mistook for a credit card receipt, thinking it would be coming when I got the credit cards. So this actually went in my box. So after the meeting, I'd like to process the check, if you guys would just go ahead, and it'll show up on the next meeting, but I want to get that taken care of, so they don't
Okay.
have to wait.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Kevin, it was for,
GT Contracting for the crack sealing of Middle Ridge Road and Rice Road,
You want that
$15,000.
as a motion, or you want that to come up under the next set of bills?
it'll come up under the next set of
Okay,
bills.
all right.
Because it'll be after the meeting, but
All
I just
right.
wanted
Just
to
need a
make you
signature.
aware.
Put
Yeah, I
a
need a
warrant, and then
signature.
we'll sign it. Okay,
Thank you.
we can do that.
Okay, and as far as the revenues and expenditures, year-to-date revenue, $780,488.03. The expenditures, and there obviously will be an adjustment to this, but as of today, year-to-date expenditures, $471,673.41. Okay, at this time, I'd like to welcome everyone in attendance. Is there anyone that has any concern or issue to bring up before the board? Okay, hearing none, we'll move on. Correspondence or announcements, Chris?
I have none other than I'm still working with the state auditor to try and find a date for them to come and complete their work.
Okay. David?
Nothing at this time.
Okay, Denny? All right, well, just a reminder, in case I go over, is at 7:30 PM, we do have the bid opening for the Rustic Hill Lane Concrete Replacement Project. We also, in your packet, we've had the two required public hearings for the NOPEC gas opt-in program. You do have a prepared resolution approving the plan of operation and governance for the NOPEC opt-in gas aggregation program for the purpose of jointly establishing and implementing an opt-in gas aggregation program as a NOPEC member and declaring it an emergency. I'm going to make that motion.
I will second.
Any discussion? Roll call, Chris?
Lynch,
Yes.
Euring,
Yes,
Abraham.
Yes.
this is 5-4.
Yes, I believe so. 1, 2, 3, 4, yes.
Okay, and Kyle, I don't know, it's up to you if you want to stay, but we're all set, it's all been passed.
Do you need a certified copy? You want me to scan that and send it to you? Okay, perfect. Chris, I'll need a certified copy.
I don't know if she
I'll send
heard
that
you
to
yet.
tomorrow.
I did.
Okay.
She shook her head.
Okay, and I don't recall if, did TARM ever get with anyone on the property appraisals at all?
No, they were supposed to, it was kind of up in the air if the guy was going to come last Thursday. He never showed up, he never called. I have not heard anything from him. I don't know if he contacted you, Chris? He just never came.
Okay. All right, and just so the trustees are aware, at the last meeting, you said it's fine, just go ahead. I would fill out the subdivision fact sheet survey that the county commissioners are requesting. So I'm meeting with Rob Duncan at 8 o'clock, actually tomorrow, on May 14th, here at the Township Hall. So Linda and Ryan, you may see me out here before you guys show up, but that's what's happening. And we'll just come into the hall here so we don't disturb anyone coming into the office. That was 5-4, Dan.
5-4?
Yeah. Okay, you also have, just wanted everyone to be aware, there's going to be a notice going up on a public hearing on a proposed zoning change. This will be for the hearing here at the Amherst Township Hall. Will be on May 27th at our next meeting at 7:30 p.m. The application of proposed amendment, it will be available for examination of 10 days, and I put it from May 17th through the 27th. It'll probably be available sooner than that, the outside bulletin board. There'll also be the notice on the township website and in the social media page. This in regards to the Slyman 5S property and also the Benjamin Books trustee property that's adjoining that up on Telegraph Road. So it's at 45850 Telegraph Road and 45706. This will be changing from a combination of general business and residential agricultural to a R1 conservation development, low-density residential development. So again, public hearing will be at the May 27th at 7:30 p.m. And you'll notice that the notice you have here, there will be a clean copy put up, but we crossed out. Originally, we were going to put the full application on the website, but that's just way too much documentation to get out there for people that have to do this. And we're doing this to save money, so we're not paying the cost of the publications in the newspaper. There's also going to be a public hearing, and I want to verify, David and Denny, that you're going to be here. This is a public hearing on a proposed settlement agreement change. What'll happen, there will be a modification of the settlement agreement between Amherst Consolidated Properties LLC et al. And the Amherst Township Board of Zoning Appeals et al. From Lorraine County Court of Common Pleas, case number 20 CV 200199. And we'll discuss some of the details of what's going on in that settlement agreement so that you all have a chance to see where the settlement agreement stands as of right now, has been reviewed by the Lorraine County Prosecutor's Office, and it's gone back and forth multiple times. And then there's also a proposed agreement that I just received today from Foundation Health Solutions, which is the Sandstone Crossing proposed nursing home. The statute says that we have to give 15 days notice. Well, our next meeting is actually only 14 days from today. That's why it's getting pushed back to June 10th. But that also gives more time for the prosecutor's office and the trustees to review the agreement that we just received today from Foundation Health. So again, that will be...
Where is that at?
That'll be on the... it'll be just to the east of State Route 58, and it'll be just south of the Turnpike interchange with 58. It's on a 10-acre parcel is the proposal, and it'd be a 120-bed nursing home. They still have to go through with the details if this all gets approved with the site plan review and obviously the commercial building code inspection and fire inspection, but at this point in time, all they've given is an artist rendering of the proposed building. if you wanted to see something that'll be close, if you go down to the village of LaGrange, they've got an operation down there also on, I think it's called Opportunity Way, and it's 121 bed, same thing on 10 acres. So it's going to be very similar.
Getting a lot of those.
Mhm. Okay, well, with that, since we've still got some minutes, I'm going to open it up because I know we're going to have quite a bit of time in the executive session. As far as reports, zoning, Ryan, do you have anything to report?
Nothing at this time.
Okay, roads, parks, and cemeteries, Superintendent Smarsh.
We've just been into a lot of potholes, a lot of mowing in between the raindrops. We had some ditch work we needed to achieve on Stang Road, which we did. We had economy drain come out and jet 300 feet of 12-inch storm sewer that was through there. Most of it was clean. It ended up being a tie-in that grabbed a stick and then the leaves started building up from there, but it was backing up water badly. But that's all taken care of. It's all cleaned up. It's all good to go. But yeah, just all regular maintenance. We went through, to let you know, we went through dumpster days. We did run out of room, and Rumpke was really, really good with doing a real quick turnaround on a empty dumpster for Monday morning, so we can get that all picked up and taken care of. So all in all, it was pretty smooth, but it was busy.
We thought it was decreasing, so.
Yeah, which it had been. It definitely had been. It's just one of those times where a lot more people wanted to get rid of stuff, you know. It's a lot of bulky stuff. So, yep, that's all I have.
Any questions for Kevin?
No questions.
Okay, Township Administrator, Linda Ashley.
Excuse me, I just have a couple things. I did get I was in a conversation with one of the mail carriers for down in Hidden Valley. She has a lot of parking concerns, especially on the curve on Hidden Tree Lane, where it's a blind curve. There's people parking on both sides of it at the curve, plus people walking dogs, riding bikes, whatever at the same time. She said it's like Dead Man's Curve there. So if maybe, I don't know if we can do something about that, maybe no parking on that curve or something, but she said it's really bad. She has been in an accident already once in Hidden Valley due to parking issues. And she's really leery of even going around cars anymore. So I'm
David,
not
can
sure.
you check into the parking in this specific area? And you realize this will be contentious with residents down there, whatever direction we go.
Right.
because-
However, I mean, I do drive by, then I'm sure you do too, David. That curve there is horrible. It's horrible. If somebody's parked there, you have to go out around them. Somebody's coming up the other, it's like on a hill and a curve. And I've almost hit head-on with somebody, or you come around there and there's kids on a bike or somebody walking a dog. And even though you're going 5 miles an hour, I'm telling you, I go really, really slow, it's still very dangerous.
Yesterday, there was somebody who was doing lawn maintenance. So they had their equipment parked right there, and to go around, they're already taking up half of the road. So, and then there was 2 other ones on Hidden Trees, so it was just like, everybody's getting lawn service.
Yeah.
But we're talking about the curve
Yes.
on a hidden tree.
On to Hidden Tree, as you go
And
around the
like-
curve,
As you said, it's kind of like up on top of the hill there.
you're up on the tail, right, and there's that A-frame house, so it's like right there when you go up, and then there's like it's a little bit of a hill. And so it's very hard to see around it either way, whether you're going that way or this way. So she just didn't know if there was something we could do about that.
Yeah, just if you can look at the authority and process, David, come back with a recommendation.
And then the AEDs that I sent out, we can discuss at the next meeting if you would prefer. We need to make a decision on that. The prosecutor and the Kyle Brooks from OTA suggested that we transfer that cost to the teams in partial or full. So that's something, it's going to be about $2,500 for an AED with the box. I don't know that we're going to be able to get around that. The training is still up in the air. Nobody can give me an answer on that. Who's responsible, who's running the practice runs, who's doing whatever. I've been fighting it for 7 months now, and it's
Yeah.
still
Well,
up
in
in the
that
air.
last language, did it say sponsor the
Host.
event? Pardon?
Host,
Host.
if we host the event,
And I guess it gets into the definition of what hosting the event is.
and nobody knows. Nobody knows what it is. So we are going to have to make a decision on that. And there was one more thing on that. Oh, the Rebels, Ohio Rebels and Fast Pitch Softball, their contract, the president of the league does not want to be the president anymore, and I don't know if his children have moved on or what. He wants to transfer it over to the Amherst Athletic Association. So while we're doing that, we're renting it right now or are leasing for $1 a year. If we have to increase it for the AEDs, we'll have to rewrite a new contract before we just change a name on it. So that's something to think about.
I don't recall there being a transfer clause on that contract. It was always to that group.
But we're going to have to it's suggested by the prosecutor and by OTA that we rewrite it to incorporate that AED. But that's totally up to you guys what you want to do with that.
Can you ask, Linda, with the Amherst Youth Athletic Association, I know years ago, they don't anymore, but they used to contract with St. Peter's for the younger children to play ball there when they used to have the real small fields. I suspect they've got contracts that they're using. It'd be interesting to see what they're doing because they're going to have the same AED requirement. I imagine most of theirs are with the schools, which then resolves that. You know, there's one in the school building.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I can call and see. I'll talk to Dave.
If there
and
is,
see
if
what
they can forward copy over
Okay.
to you. And that'll help the prosecutor too in comparing that one to the one we currently have with the Rebel softball.
Okay.
Anything else?
No, there's some other things that I'll talk to you guys about at a later date that would be more confidential matter that we can discuss later.
Questions for Linda? All right. All right, thank you. Okay, as far as go down the complaints here, David, are we all set here on street lights that have been out?
Let's see where we're at here.
6709 Hidden Valley.
Let me see here. 6709, yeah, that's taken care of. There's a light up there now. I believe those lights are on. There's a light there, so I believe those lights can come on.
So
Any reference to that?
that one's taken care of?
Yeah.
Okay. And also, I can tell you the next one, this was the gentleman on Fowl Road who wanted the trash can be put in bags, but both carriers, Rumpke and, who's the other carrier that's there in the consortium, David? Kimball. They were both insistent at the last meeting of the consortium that they do not want the recyclables bag because they talk about the new types of equipment they have. They don't have the old vacuum that would suck up the bags, and they don't have the personnel that are there pulling the stuff out. But obviously, if you don't bag it, then you are going to have some of those loose items when it's windy are going to blow out. And that's what Mr. Payne was concerned with, one particular neighbor. But there's no problem bagging your trash. And but usually it's those paper products that fly out of there, which go into the recyclables. The one I'm leaving over there open for Miss Moore. That's the cleaning of the ditch on State Route 113. ODOT has gotten back to me, said late spring, early summer. They went out and inspected it. They do plan on cleaning that. And I don't know, Kevin, if you were at the last meeting when I announced that, but ODOT has indicated they'll be cleaning that ditch. And then I didn't put the one down here, and Linda, we've had it on before, and I think, Ryan, you may have some documents to be signed for some property maintenance. The one on Dewey Road, it's same owner on Dewey Road in Oberlin. Did you have some additional ones there too?
You're talking Deepwood.
Or Deepwood, yeah,
Deepwood
what did
and
I say?
Dewey.
Oh, no, Deepwood, yeah.
Deepwood and
Deepwood and
Oberlin Road.
Oberlin.
Deepwood and Oberlin.
I also sent Barb Tamus an email today. I have not received a response back asking about if we can do anything with that since it's a lawn maintenance issue that's ongoing for 3 years. And the
Right,
gentleman uses us like his lawn service. And we
Right.
can't keep doing that and putting it on his tax bill because we're losing money.
and now he's not, on the one home, he's not paying his tax
And he's
bill.
not paying his taxes on the one home or receiving mail there.
Yeah, what did you have there to be signed, Ryan, so we can bring it up so I can see it, because it may require a motion.
And then this one here is, they have garbage out.
Okay, well, Chris, this is one you're going to have to type.
I'm
Is,
ready, I've already started.
Okay, I'm going to make a motion that the Amherst Township Board of Trustees, for Ohio Revised Code Section 505.87, are issuing a public notice for removal of debris and vegetation at 323 Deepwood, 8935 Oberlin Road, and 9063 Levitt Road. That'll be my motion.
Second.
Lynch,
Yes.
Yuri,
Yes.
Abraham.
Yes.
You guys can sign these so Ryan can post them. Okay, well, with that, I'm going to make a motion that we recess the regular meeting and move into the bid opening for the Rustic Hill Lane project. Okay, is there anybody here that
I
has...
missed that whole thing, I'm sorry, I'm still
Okay.
working on the other one.
All right, I'll hold up, I'll give you a moment.
Letters need signed too. The letters and the thing. Did you tell them that? Yeah. Or are they just signing it? Okay. You have your own one?
Okay, so it was Lynch and Yuri.
Yes,
Lynch,
yes.
Yuri,
No, Abraham. It's Abraham.
Lynch, Abraham,
Yes.
Yuri.
Yes.
know when you're caught up, Chris.
Yeah, that's gonna be. Didn't have a motion for the last time we went into a bid opening. Closed
I just said we were moving into the,
yeah, that's what you did the last time.
yeah, that's what I said this
Oh,
time.
I thought you, then why did we do a motion?
Motion
That
was
was
for
for-
the,
You made one. Go to the bid opening, recess for bid opening.
Oh, that's what I mean. Last time it was just, we went to the,
yeah, we recessed the regular meeting to go into the bid.
Well, we
Right,
made-
but we
Put
didn't have
this
a
one in the
motion.
motion.
Right.
So we'll have to put a motion to return to the regular meeting.
Chris is catching up on our minutes. Is there anyone here for the bid opening? And you've all turned in your bids already?
this is Irvin's.
Who's this?
Urban, number 4.
Number 4. That what they usually look like. $51,917.50.
51,009.
917.50.
Right.
Who's that from?
I didn't get to it yet. That's PMC Concrete.
What is it again?
Number 6, PMC.
Number 6, PMC Concrete.
$45,903.
Three.
B.L. Smith Concrete.
Where's the deals? Oh, it's on the
10
back.
on the back.
Okay, I see it.
$51,087.50.
$87?
$51,087.50. RMH Concrete and Foundations. $42,473.
42,000.
473.
No sense.
Sandstone,
Sandstone, number 5.
$40,520.
500.
And 20.
Need a sharper knife.
You have an ADT?
Yeah, it's on the back, I believe.
They're on the back, number 9.
$47,138.75.
What was the sense on that?
75. 47,000.
Dennis Concrete, usually have it nice and marked. $46,302.50.
Last. Do it again.
$46,302.50.
That's the last one, Chris? Okay, and for the bidders that showed up, I don't know where you stand in the numbers, but this will be sent over to the county engineer for evaluation and recommendation. And Kevin, I assume you'll deliver those then?
Yes, sir. Tomorrow morning.
Sandstone excavating is the lowest one, right?
Yes. We've had experience with quite a few of the bidders there. Let me know when you're ready, Chris.
Do you need something?
Okay, yeah, wait, I gotta do another, because we're gonna make a motion to come back.
Yeah,
So moved.
second.
Just make a motion. Okay. Alrighty.
All right, we're back in the regular meeting, and I don't know, David and Denny, are there any other items there that your assigned responsibility you have any comment on?
No, I have no comment.
Okay, David?
Just to let you know that, the policy committee did meet today. Nothing really big going on at the policy committee now. Year-to-date revenue for the district is about 780,000. Expenditures is about 466,000 there. They're running a balance at this time of, about 5.2 million. Still holding on that to see what happens with the next bidding cycle for Republic. There's going to be an ag tire collection this year. The date is September 25th, a Thursday. And contact the solid waste district to register to bring in tires. They're going to charge, I believe, a $1 tire fee. There's going to be no EPA grant this year, so the district is going to provide the cost, or going to pay for the cost of the event. EPA grants for the district, they got turned down. They had a grant in for a shred truck, and due to the volume of grant applications and the amount of money available, they did not receive a grant this year. So they're going to look at what a cost would be for a new shred truck if they would purchase it outright without the grant.
Those are federal dollars administered by the state?
They come from the state EPA. And as far as I know, it's state money. I may be wrong, but it's from the state EPA.
That's why I'm asking David. If
I'm not
they're
aware of federal money
dollars
coming in.
administered by the state, which are many of those grants, because if that's the case, I would expect that to be drying up.
No, they had, what did they say? 113 requests and only 55 were awarded.
Okay.
For $2.9 million. That's from the state. So they had 7.6 million in requests, but only 2.9 given out. So twice as much requests for what they had.
Okay.
Just to let you know that landfill has approximately 15 years of life still. So it's been pretty consistent, so that's good.
What's their plan? I thought that the plan says we have to have 20 years.
I don't know, they haven't said anything beyond that, just that the landfill report gave that amount.
Okay.
But that was it from the policy committee. Next meeting will be in July. July 8th, I believe.
All right. Any questions for David?
Nope.
Thanks, David. And just, I guess for Linda and Kevin, you've kept track of the NOPEC grants, but, we've got that portion we're going to have to be discussing the options
Right.
on that. And I think between the three of us, we can put our heads together, as where we think the best application. Okay, well, with that, I'm going to move into new business, and there's actually one item that's at your plate here. This just came in, I think it was either yesterday or today, so it's handwritten on your agenda. But this is the approval of the Ohio Edison Company Street Lighting Request Information Agreement to install 9 high-pressure sodium colonial post top 95001 lights at 100 watt and associated equipment on the western portion of the Sandstone Parkway, which is the Phase 2 commercial area. And you'll see that Ohio Edison has provided the document there that will require signature. And David, I'm going to leave it up to you. I've got the resolution written that the board chair, myself, can sign it, or you, since you're assigned street lighting. So you can decide if you want to sign that or defer that. But, okay, the installation cost is estimated at $62,441.16. That will be paid by the developer. And the monthly operating cost per fixture, which will be the township's responsibility, is $5.86 per month. That's approximate that Ohio Edison has provided. So in the total cost on an annual basis will be just under $633 based on Ohio Edison's estimate. So this resolution's all pre-written. I'm not going to read through it all, but I will make the motion that the Amherst Township Board of Trustees Chairperson Neil Lynch or the trustee assigned street lighting responsibility, David Uhrig, is authorized to execute the attached Ohio Edison street lighting request information agreement for the installation, and that, I'm going to make a correction there, that should be 9. Missed one.
Where is that?
Right here, I put it 9, the number, but I have it written here the wrong.
That should be a 9.
Yes. So 9 high-pressure colonial post top 9500L lights at 100 watt. Amherst Township shall be responsible for the street light monthly operating cost of $5.86 per month per fixture, or a total of $632.88 annually. The Sandstone subdivision developer shall be responsible for the $62,441.16 street lighting installation cost, and the rest is boilerplate. So that'll be my motion.
I'll second.
Lynch,
Yes.
Uhrig,
Yes.
Abraham.
Yes.
And David, I'm going to hand you a clean copy for signature, and if you can give this to Linda so she can scan it
What is it?
and sign it, send it over to the county engineer.
Okay.
A resolution number, Chris?
5825.
5815.
And I don't think Sean needs a certified resolution on that, Linda. Okay, is there any other business to come before the board? Okay, our next regular meeting will be at 7 o'clock on Tuesday, May 27th. And as I mentioned earlier, we will have a public hearing on a zoning amendment that same evening. And then there'll also be a public hearing on a modification of the settlement agreement with Amherst Consolidated, which is the Sandstone development, on June 10th. Any need for a work session at all, Kevin?
No, sir.
Okay, there will be a need for an executive session. And at this time, Kevin, unless you want to participate, you'll be able to go home. You won't have to stay. I might want to bring in Ryan and Linda definitely, because this does deal with zoning issue also, okay? So I'm going to make a motion that, well, actually, before I do that, before we go into executive session, did you have anything to bring up at all? You're just waiting for the big guy? Nothing? Okay.
What am I supposed to bring up?
No, I'm looking behind you. Sorry, Linda.
Oh,
There's someone still here. I wasn't sure if they had something to bring up.
Good
Okay.
guess.
Well, then I'm going to make a motion to enter into executive session for Ohio Revised Code Section 121.22 G. I think that was 3.
Yep.
Yep, G3. Let me find it here.
Want me to read it?
Yeah, why don't you read it, Chris,
To
because...
confer with Assistant Prosecuting Attorney concerning disputes involving the public body that are the subject of pending or imminent court action, and RC Section 121.22G8 to consider confidential information related to the marketing plans, specific business strategy, and financial statements of an applicant for economic development assistance or to negotiations with other political subdivisions respecting requests for economic development assistance under the provision of RC Chapter 715 JED statute and 5709.77 TIF status regarding operation of a nursing home within a planned development district.
You got it, good. All right, that's my motion.
Second.
Lynch,
Yes.
Uhrig,
Yes.
Abraham.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to make a motion that we return from executive session to the regular meeting at 8:40 p.m.
Second.
Lynch,
Yes.
Uhrig,
Yes.
Abraham.
Yes.
Okay, is there any other business to come before the board?
No, sir. I have none.
I have a motion to adjourn.
So.
I second it.
Uhrig,
Yes.
Abraham,
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes.